Alright, well, since everyone and everything is getting quarantined to shit and everybody's just sitting inside watching things and just spectating, you know, I spent my entire life being an introvert. I was extroverted at certain points in my life as a child and stuff like that, and then this gaming addiction kind of took over. Realized that outside just really wasn't that great. A lot of dirty ass people that don't know how to wash their fucking hands. Now, meanwhile, I understand that there is really no excuse for not being hygienic, but at the same time, I kind of understand to a degree. I've been a kid before, I've been a teenager. You should have seen some of my fucking summer. Now, speaking of spectating, I'm going to do something that I did actually back on Fortnite. I know, don't unsubscribe just yet. I actually did a couple videos where I basically died as quickly as possible, spectated the game, and then commentated over it, basically like it was a tournament. I think I want to do that with this game. I'm sitting here thinking since yesterday in my video, if you haven't seen it yesterday, definitely go and check it out. But at the end of that video, I did a small segment where I did commentate the final circle with like the last 10 players or so alive. So I figured, fuck it, why not just do it for an entire video? I don't care. Plus, on top of that, I don't need to get frustrated myself. I could just sit around and watch other people. So the plan here is to go to Don't Fill, go into Battle Royale, and die quickly as possible just so we can start spectating people, see what they do, see what their plans are, and yeah, we might spectate some pretty special things. So that's what we're gonna do. By the way, if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I appreciate it. I upload each and every single day, best to my ability. I don't like people coming in or out of my house at this point in time. Maybe some family and shit like that, but past that, even then, So subscribe while we stay inside. I wonder what kind of plans and strategies they're going to have. Been queuing. I still only have one win, given they're all solo queue games with zero communication, some pings here and there, but it's virtually zero communication. And a lot of my other kills are straight solo games where I just go and slay out best of my ability and then get eliminated inevitably within the top 25 or so. Just because you just end up running into fully kitted teams. It's not possible, man. It's so fucking hard. Obviously, it is possible. You can definitely win, but there's gonna have to be a lot, and I mean a lot of luck on your side. There are setups, though, that definitely allow you to be a bit more successful as a solo player, though, for sure. So we're in the pre-game lobby. It looks like we're gonna have a full lobby, 150 players. Also, Infinity Ward did mention that they wanted to try to bump up the player count to 200. I'm wondering if that is going to be better or worse for the game. In my head, I like the idea of having 50 more players here. I do like the idea of that. And I'm assuming that's, you know, 200 players in, you know, maybe squads or some shit like that. I don't know. And a 200 player solo would be... Yeah, I'm the only one here, man. Give me a thumbs up because I'm just gonna drop down straight up into the gulag. Watch me. Thumbs up, baby. Time to die. All right, so we pull the parachute. Now we let go of the parachute and we go... There's no way somebody died faster than me. There are still people in the ship. I made it here before everybody. I'm gonna C4 myself. So since I killed myself, it should allow me to just spectate someone at random. There we go. So we got BMX 1492, YNW Melly, and Drip. We're gonna be hopping on board here with Drip, BMX, and Melly. They're over here in Hills. There is another team here with them. They're picking the semi-auto sniper rifle, but I don't know if they have enough time. Slowly sneaking over. He finally gets into a fight. He knocks one down. The armor's broken. Another one's jumping out of the second story. He's not even bothered. He's trying to thirst him, but he's down to 1 HP. He pulls out the RPG, but they eliminate them. He wastes the rocket. Okay, they got the Eagles talent. He got the blue variant of it now. Melly looking around, kind of spraying at some windows. This cul-de-sac is still not clear, apparently. There may be another team here. They're not entirely sure, but they're just going to stay around. The circle is right around there, so they're kind of in a safe spot. Melly kind of looking around aimlessly like a puppy without a fucking leash. They seem to be collecting up enough cash. You know, if they actually compile their cash together, if Drip and BMX also pull their money together, they'll be able to get loadouts right now. It turns out BMX's fucking internet service is also quarantined. His dude is skipping all over the place. He's got to be careful opening up on people like that, though. He gets one shot down. He does not have any armor applied. He needs to be careful with any return fire. There's somebody close, though. They're in the building right there. BMX tosses a little proximity mine in that door. Player retreats into the back room. They're chasing around. He jumps out the back door. He gets sprayed down. No, he was not the only one there. There is at least one more player, unless that player ended up picking up a self-revive, and then he was the final one in that squad. It's actually a possibility that their next fight, they'll be at a pretty big disadvantage, but if they just take their time, maybe, just maybe, they'll get through. We're realizing that if they go the other way with the little armor that they have, they may not be able to win that fight. BMX looking over the horizon there with his Dragunov. You have to be careful. He is dangerous. This man has a 0.67 KD. I'm actually curious how much KD these guys have. I'm trying to just add a little bit of comedic effect in here, but they still do have a lot of money. If they can make it to a buy station, they can definitely soup up. They definitely have enough money to be able to start buying some plates, start buying their loadouts and everything. They need to pull their cash together and go over to a buy station right now. You do have plenty of time, though. There's still 42 squads, 90 players left. They're still searching all of the buildings, just scouting them all out, just trying to make sure that it's safe to be able to go over there. But now they have a bounty. They've picked up a bounty, and their bounty is to eliminate Anonymous 51708599. Holy shit. He's an Xbox elitist, as you can see. He felt the need to let everybody know that he's still playing on Xbox, even though we see it next to his name. So if you zoom in on the map here, their target seems to be over in the Promenade East, probably sitting up on top of these red buildings. Seems like there's either a squad or two squads fighting each other right here. They can buy their place, they can buy their loadouts, they can even buy a fucking UAV. It seems like they all realize this. Now they're all heading over there as an entire group. Now they need to worry about if there's another team camping on top of it, or if the team was there recently just keeping an eye on it. This is at the edge of the circle, so people do know that people will definitely be going in here. Drip going in. They're going to be spending cash. Do they pull their cash together? BMX spends... What did they buy? There's somebody to his right. He hopped over. He's not even paying attention. He's still in the menu. There's still 3 other teams there. BMX goes down permanently. Drip goes down as well. Belly, he's the only one left. They all 3 of them go down. They end up in the gulag. BMX reloading. He's got the R9. He has to win this 1v1 if he wants to keep his team's chances alive. 1v1, he's peeking around the showers. He does not want to expose himself too much. Careful for the soap. He goes down. BMX is eliminated. Drip is up next. What is he going to do? Another 1v1. Is their team's hope going to be alive? He takes a little bit of damage there, but he spots the player. He takes a shot. Drip goes down as well. It's all up to the final player. Melly throwing hands with the random prisoners in the side. He's up next. He's got the Desert Eagle in his hand. 21 shots. I'm sure he's not going to need that. This man's a savage. Takes some shots down. He ends up winning. He eliminates Anne Frank. That sounds horrible. Ellie, the only living player on his squad, now coming into one of the more secluded circles here. This is a very strange circle considering most of it is just completely cut off by water and mountain. He needs to worry about it. He's going to immediately drop for the loadout drop. He's saying, I'm going in hot. If I don't get this loadout, oh well. There is a UAV though. They definitely see him. If he's able to pick up his loadout, maybe he has ghosts on it. That took a little while, but he was able to get it. Belly repping the 772. He's going to have to try to find at least 9 grand in order to bring back his fallen friends. It's going to be very, very difficult for him considering that this circle is not that big. There is a lot of space to cover still. This map is absolutely massive, but he's on his own with his golden AK. It's got that drum on. BMX getting a little impatient. He goes, bro, how the fuck are you this broke? Only $500. You're serious? Ellie, still no cash. Looking around, everything has been looted around here. He's really not getting any luck here. There's nothing that he's going to be able to do. Might get lucky with this large building here, but it also looks like it's been looted. But maybe, just maybe, somebody has a spare 4 grand sitting around on the ground somewhere. There is loot on the ground, but there is no cash to be found. Not a fucking dime. We're now down to under 60 players, 57 players total, 28 total squads. Fines $1,200. He's up to $1,700 now. Lots of ammo, and if he gets 4,500, his chances to be able to res his 3rd teammate, whoever he decides, either BMX or Drip. More players that they have, the more money that they have in total that they could pull together to be able to bring everybody back, get everybody back up on their feet, get their loadouts and everything situated, and they still have a chance for late game. That's the great thing about this Call of Duty, is that you get more than one chance. If you're eliminated more than once, you lose in the gulag, you lose in the showers, you lose anywhere else, you get eliminated multiple times. Sometimes you just get unlucky. Belly has to be careful. There is a player driving by that is not aware that he's there, though. He is picking up some cash. He's at 2,200. Now, this is a little tricky here. He has to be careful. The player that was just riding on that mongoose up there, the ATV, ended up getting off. He might be overlooking him right now. Melly might be in trouble. He busts out the side. The player ended up getting back on the ATV. Didn't see either of them, but that player might know. He's getting off again. I feel as though he spotted it. There is a pile of cash on the ground. $1,200. He's up to $3,400. Finds another $420. $4,200. He's $300 off. He needs to be careful, though. That player is still behind him. I don't know if Melly realizes this. This man is about to stab him in the back. Still looking around, desperately trying to find some dollars. He finds enough on the ground. There he goes. Now he has enough to be able to revive one of his teammates. BMX immediately sits there and pings. He says, bring me back into this fucking game. He is pushing for it. Those gunshots, I think he's realizing that it's kind of far away. He's going to chance it here. Who is he going to bring back? BMX or Drip? Who will it be? They may be communicating with each other right now, or not communicating at all. He's not really sure who to pick. If he sits here too long, he's just gonna get shot in the dome. He decides to bring back Drip. No matter how many times BMX ended up pinging for it, he said, I don't give a fuck. Drip coming back down. He's gonna have to try to find some sort of building that has any type of weapon, anything. I think he's realizing it now that he could have gone to the loadout drop. There is a possibility that other players are seeing him since he dropped down there. He was holding his parachute for a pretty long time. He's going for the loadout drop, though. He has to be careful. Players ended up getting off the vehicle behind him again, looting it, picking his loadout. A vehicle is approaching very, very fast. It's driving up. I don't think they realize that they're actually there. He swaps to his M4725 class with extended range on that bitch. You have to be wary. He only has 30 bullets in this M4. He must find some ammo somewhere. Maybe he can even ask Melly for some. Gas is closing in. It's very, very deadly at this point. Neither of them have any gas masks. Melly has a ton of ammo. He could drop a stack for Drip over here so he could help him out a little bit. Drip is going to have one clip. A player is actually driving down. He tried pinging it. He completely missed and is now standing still. Now he dropped some ammo for him. There we go. That's a good teammate. Don't know if he realized that player dropped down into that building there. Maybe they want to avoid it or they want to press. They need to be careful. They don't have full armor here. He ends up opening fire on a player. He has that round drum. It may make that recoil control a little bit weird. There is a player up in the top. He's taking a shot at him. His armor falls. He goes down. Melly's hurt. Drip has no armor left. He's opening up, but he cleans them up. Drip and Melly. Drip picking up Melly. I bet Melly's happy he picked up Drip now. He might be able to pick up some cash from these bodies here and be able to buy back BMX. BMX, the player that's been sitting in the rafters, waiting, frothing at the mouth for an opportunity to be able to win this game. All of the items here seem very scarce. It seems like the team that they fought as well seems to not have very much. They need to be mindful of how fast this gas is at this point in the game. It's very, very deadly, and they don't have a lot of space to go. They do have some vehicles, though, and they're going to hop in. They're going off-roading, driving right past farmland. They said, nah, fuck that shit. None of that's safe. They're going to hop out right here. They don't want to bring too much attention to themselves. They're realizing very intelligently that these players are at a huge disadvantage right now. They do not want to fight. They want to try to find some armor. Going to get more and more unlikely in the game that they're going to be able to find someone with a lot of cash by the end. People are already fully kitted out. There are full teams, full armor, full everything. These guys really, really need to have some luck on their side to be able to make it through this. They're heading into the port. There's not usually a lot of loot over here in this area. They need to be careful also. Somebody has been here before and used this. A lot of vehicles. He needs to be careful just slow peeking these corners and stuff. You never know where any snipers are. Lots of thermal usage in this. What are Melly and Drip going to do with all of this prize money once they win this all? What do you think that they're talking about to each other in the middle of the night in their Discord calls? They're hearing shots fired over to the west. There is a loadout drop as well. They need to be careful. Another loadout drop behind them. They're not entirely sure if there's a team behind them as well. They're slowly realizing now that even though they're safe, they're not in a good position. Melly ended up getting tagged. He's kind of stuck out in the open. Definitely an entire other team knows where he's at. He's been marked again. He's spotted. There's a recon drone picking him up somewhere. He cannot stay out in the open here. I don't know where he's going. Drip has the better idea, but he's going to say, fuck it, I'm going to cross. Still getting marked repeatedly over and over and over again. He's looking for where this recon drone could be, but cannot find it. Can't hear it. You can't see it. He thought about climbing up, but Drip ends up getting sniped. He immediately goes down to try to help him, but Drip ends up getting dropped. Melly needs to be careful. He's challenging the sniper. Does he really want to do this? He is safe inside of the circle at the moment, but this gas is closing in quickly, and he is in an awful position in comparison to the players that are right above him. He realizes this. He's going to go inside and try to 1v3. He's coming up slowly, though. He needs to be careful. He's being quiet. He's being stealthy about this. I think he realizes that they're all upstairs, all the way on the roof. Now, he needs to be careful about climbing up here. They know he's there. They're going to peek down. They will hard camp this. They're definitely using claymores or proximity mine. They're picking up their teammate up there. He can climb up right now. Somebody got rezzed right above him. They might be reapplying armor. There's no way that he can win a 1v3 here if they're all paying attention. He needs to get the drop on each and every single one of them. He has 40 bullets. It is possible for him to kill all three of them all together, but he needs to be careful. There is no mine here. They don't realize that he's here. He's gonna take one out. Cleans him up immediately. Needs to be careful. Nobody needs to watch behind him. He needs to realize there's three players. He goes down. He cannot fight all of them at once. Magic stays high, armoring back up. C4 Monkey. Booter Bob Rob ends up getting absolutely plastered by him. Mowed down, but they're still in a great position. Magic stays high. He's definitely staying high, that's for sure. This guy is a professional roof camper. They see everything and everyone, but can he land any shots? No, he can't. Let's hop on with C4 Monkey. They're both snipers. Oh, okay, he ends up hitting the armor there. Misses the second shot there to try to clean it up, but he needs to be careful. That player is reapplying his armor, but he may re-challenge as well. He sees him running forward, hits him in the head, immediately downs him, executes him in the skull. He knows the second player is still over there. They're stuck in there. He ends up getting the headshot. C4 Monkey, this man is deadly with the HDR. Zapdos, headshotted, legendary no more. End up mowing another player down. There's players all over the place beneath them. They are in the best position on the map at the moment. They're cleaning up all the players around them. Magic stays high, stayed too low that time. But C4 Monkey is still there, needs to be careful. There's a player that can see him right there, but he's trying to clean him up. He has no armor, broke the armor there. C4 Monkey is still fully kitted, but all in one headshot. He's cooking the grenade, he's gonna toss it down, cleans it up. OG Milkbone goes down. Requests a recon above him. He sees that there's a player directly beneath him. It is him and one other player that is directly beneath him in the building. 1v1 situation, he has the huge height advantage. C4 Monkey cannot challenge the player down there, and the player down there cannot challenge him. Who will move first? C4 Monkey's got 12 full kills with Drip as his clan tag. He's doing this for Drip. He doesn't even realize it. The final circle is now here. It is slowly closing. Only a minute and a half left until that circle is completely closed and the entire world is engulfed in this gas. Now the player beneath him and the player beneath him are going to have to leave this at the same time. He accidentally fucks up, pulls his parachute, ends up way too low. You know that was a mistake. He wanted to stay on there. He tries to pull out his heartbeat sensor. The player could be directly behind him. He's directly to his right. He pings him. He's aiming for it. He's waiting for the player to come out. He sees it. The player is holding it as best he could. He's right there. He challenges. Headshot for C4 Monkey. Shoot the body. Kool-Aid goes down. The winner. C4 Monkey wins it for everybody. 13 kills in memoriam. Yeah, I'm not reading all those. Commentators kind of got a hard job, man. Magic stays high. C4 Monkey, Shooter Bob Rob, the victors in this battle royale, this game of Warzone. I mean, that's kind of fun. I mean, I just kind of did this as a one-time thing at the moment. I mean, I could definitely throw in some stupid-ass commentary in my other videos and shit in between, just like little fucking segments and stuff like that. If I get eliminated, I could totally do that. But yeah, everyone stay safe out there. Fucking just wash your fucking hands.